Kwaba na apo mu te saying
Ekusi saying on Asempa
me bana Amaleba was it
Lawyer Amaleba Abraham.
Or say Attorney General was a disgrace. That's the word he used. I mean, cheer with you for anyone here when he platform no so show on Facebook. But I was also he's disappointed and Godfrey is a disgrace or something. But what you look at? You see a pello is almost bomb or chrome wapa. I'm account.
Oh, also
now as I mean, no, I don't know. But how do you describe the Attorney General like that?
Former MP.
No, I'm say
you don't also use those words.
What is this?
Two wrongs will not make it right.
What is this?
Calm down.
Who push you? Okay, Bibi said, Maridro, Maridro. Na who church all church and the kase munomuno. And na all kase justice onunyuga akabibia, which to them is not proper. And for that matter, he should have recused himself on the case.
Yes.
At the point in time, they won the case on that.
Yeah,
and I got for review.
Yeah.
And what be saying is, but he's allowed in the practice. You are a lawyer, Director of Legal Services, NDC. When him say review is part of your practice. Now, as Attorney General, or the authorities, any legal facts in they are called review. And a winning case, what's the problem? I want to mean in Yadrino. And you know, me say on the Jumano only because you're a lawyer, Papa, on Casas no Casano. So your salvation is with Commonwealth. And when I walk come him. Because you are a law student, my brother. Movie. And no, Malibeni, because of movie loyalty, they encourage some of us that one day we can also go to law school. But we can't be said, not we can't say. You discourage us. You are not learning. You are not compelling us to learn. Nasa, me can't say, say, what do you mean? Unja what this year? Was you catching yet? What do you mean? What this year? Now was you catching yet? Now look at the time a case here you do caught in opinion. It's over 4 years. Sako Coco
opening.
It's over. Ochina yakwa na ya defer na ya Supreme Court na ya baha and you have right to your counsel. Obi shaw so obi nchire wonsangu wachi bibia wo ye bia no ye ma okwan ama wo ukaka wasem and the one minute yaso but because we winning case they say honor justice onuga and recusing one I go for the court or winning on the review no and the bibia say manyesa you are a lawyer and you are slighting the court, the very institution that you work with. No. Me tell you, you are a lawyer, practicing lawyer. Now, say lawyers in the Biana Okoko that would be. They all would depend on the strength of your case, your facts, and your legal authorities that you adduce in your court process. Now, say when you want to be and come as a me. Now, say you would work on the one you just did was a more. And this I want to man come say me. Now say did the tower. Does it mean that the whole country must be turned upside down? I'm disappointed. Maybe now and look, you see, what beside the say, are they above the law? So being a bibiana no court. Mr. O, for and for. Wouldn't you she need what I mean? Minya will be a she, a be an opposition. Minyo biashi, near beso me money. It's not done. And until you have your day in court. And until Ubenya wasam, ever court, never kawasam. Ned you be cocked and just an assembly, there be, and yes, I know. And Damaliba, Natri. On Yabute, and the pen, my brother, Eric, AJ, nay, or UTV. Say ya. You see your call 2020 elections. Yakundipa Sabi Nipa training kwa. Ya this year and Amoshio Munga. Member Traffic su a national studio, powerful platform, very insightful, very powerful, very educative. Asempa FM, one of the powerful political talk show. And this is your BT, we'll call Jubilee House, we'll call NDC for office, we'll be at 2 a.m. Osebozo, Philip, any Domi, any Chum, any young man, Jackson. Because you speak facts. What teacher we you with you, we know you integrity. Obiaso Wokon. Say your broadcasting we know what papa. You see, people must be responsible in the way they do their things when they sit behind the console. Obiago share these t-shirts or the console nechi Eddie ye propaganda Eddie can send me a sabi Nasa wanu ago parabo na emraso umwa. You blame Akufo-Addo for this? From the day I will start here broadcasting journalism, because you are doing what is and now so yeah. Nasa will be one na who can some way, now who can some way, now who can some way. Obia was shooting in Quabiano and Yasan Papa. Na yenka way Edia Peja Ebusian 4 year war, so be a watching in Kano. Government is not sensitive about it. No, not at all. But at the back when politicians was here say, we must stop using our people to route. Let us stop people, our supporters, from routing. Sabi so jeni ya sumano, so go protected ballot box. He's not trigger happy, so we too no kunipa. But when his life is under threat, obi biara se ni nkwa is under threat, obi protecting him. So let us be very mindful and very careful the way we always want to provoke our security services. Police will be announcing on social media. I don't know where the soldiers went and the police went. Omoko area bi and a youth ni ye kauza kasa. Chese say no police for no one of the police no ketetu obofom. So you can imagine that's an insa e wo trigger no so na say epeja. Life will have been lost. And the police have to retreat. So we should be very, very careful. The slightest thing the youth where we want to go and fight the security services. We should be very careful. Now 2024 no, NDC no, do and die no, and yeah, it is something that they have rehearsed. It is something that they will do. So please, they should be very careful. They should be very, very careful. We can disagree on arguments, not that idea, but that should not lead to some of these things. Now we call collation center and move on general baby. Yenya routing, yenya she a soldier for no sometimes they be that is the beauty of it. But when you want to route, you want to show power, he will protect himself. What does he? And yabesre pa. Yen kaso bia wo hwere ni nkwa bia no yeti kromwa okay after 2008 elections catch all the thing agbogboshi satana water crowd you heard about it. MPP supporters ye Clanty ole Clanty Clanty Catras ye twitwa nipa nam sabiti say ye twa nihwinam. In the time of NDC your mama was there. Rosa Atingabio was the regional police commander. Yohonu was the deputy regional police commander. Agbogbolo Shishi. You try nipa nam MPP supporters. Chiriponi. Nansa na be free obaya. Me fayendi e de ko Chiriponi. By election. National Security Operative NDC time. Ye tutuo bo MPP ni e ma pellet no e ko hwe di trim. Se nye Professor Frimpong Boateng en de ko pie wo ho e wo Yendi Government Hospital. And then Talensi, we saw what happened. They shot into MPP office. Talensi. Etiwa. Ofosamba was then the regional minister. He led the people there. Etiwa. Unka nita di soso. Ukai. Aye trika fa MPP supporters. And I'm say you so sometimes don't
on Asempa FM.
Portray at the end of it say you are too saints. Akwatia, 5 polling stations. 5 polling stations. You're turning what is a war zone. To say Ukraine, Russia. They 5 polling stations. Ye papa MPP supporters. MPs. Damboche no munya. Ye some cars. Na mu de bia na mu ya tutu sem. That is not the way to go. Ade anya no. Ye nyina ye njintum se enye. That is not the way we should go. But we all look for solution how we can address some of these problems. But you want to paint the thing as if say another buy or buy idea just a Ghana say. But any sanity. Any sanity crack. And just somebody ya can sabi. Yen to your bossy. The enya no yen ka say nye. The kwambe so ni befa. Na ya sue bibi e di film. Going forward no. Na they are yes into the they will learn. Now be ashamed. I will come and sit on this national studio. Na makase menyeje Debbie. Because nipa ne wo no or be this year. And I will support say whatever a bank is supposed to do to at least make the family relieved, we should do it. I'm all in support of it. I'm all in support of it. So bank BM na mo bia mam aban betu ama ebusanfo no so ya no mu die no at least there will be some respite no. I will support it. So that at least ebusanfo no be den ebenya abotoyem.
Yes.
But not say we would always want to show our muscle. You want to fight the security service. You want to fight the soldiers. You want to fight the police because you are what? A political party? No. Please. I'm pleading with my people. NDC, stop that. And the national chairman, the national court. You didn't saw the economy. You think any na boy and you know. Any for example for Nina Yabo or they will have
voice
and you know.
Yes, sir, it's the subject of the dispute.
Absolutely. Didn't I get it some now many many charm me big brother be charm me voice. So because you go no be recording me about Nico voice near boy. There's no distortion, there's no saying and so he has his day in court. Open no and when the lawyer say or can I say, oh, and yeah, whatever we do, we'll let it run. But who call in Sono Nabona UG? In Sono TV na or have any Hunu Sono. Now, one bad phone of a business one say, Okita Anumanu, not what you need. Takra, yeah, me you for Jimmy. Okita Numanuna. Anuman where you takrano ubina amabeni changing un anuman uvini changing I didn't let's just stop that please my colleagues should stop that yeah
Martin we say Obi ask Honorable Titus all the crimes he said happened in the NDC time why are they not arresting the people involved because crime has no expiry date. Fred Matson and Odiwe are praying. Where something just happened on the floor of Parliament. The minority is pushing for a probe into what they call say a year some expenses are or minor incurred in renting a private jet to bring the Honorable Adwoa Safo from the US to Ghana to come and vote on this e-levy debate. The man pushing this on the floor of Parliament, the ranking member on the Foreign Affairs Committee, the Honorable Okudzeto Ablakwa. Samuel Kwabana, upon to saying,
Yo, Obi, me da se, upon me, Nyamiadom, na where?
Nyamiadom, hoya papa. Na me bacho, emotion no speaker admit.
Which of my motions?
Okay, the motion said there should be, I think it's the special prosecutor rather, say on share expenses be or minor in care in flying Adwoa Safo down. Is that the case?
Oh, okay. Let me explain what is going on. Eddie Kain, some investigations on private jet, the Honorable Adwoa Safo, charter the Kofano from the United States of America to Ghana, and I've put the cost estimates together. Demands me say, and it's the Office of Special Prosecutor Obekaya, the number of civil society organizations are more petition the OSP to investigate the specific matter of the 120,000 Ghana cedis. The Honorable Kennedy Japan say. Or Jeffrey, the chief of staff,
yes,
or the two Honorable Adwoa Safo ne Fidelity Bank account. And the made Monday and the Office of Special Prosecutor must broaden the scope of the investigation because focusing on just 120,000 Ghana cedis misses the bigger picture. The bigger picture, ASA, we have spent over 1 million Ghana cedis in our pursuit to secure just one e-levy vote from the Honorable Adwoa Safo. Now, details are media toja. The private jet and the chartered executive jet, it's the Gulfstream G550, registered as HBJOE. HBJOE. Now, it is operated by Premium Jet AG. Premium Jet AG are based in Belgium. Now, from now send them email and you request a quote as to how much they charge per hour for the executive jet. They would respond to you to the effect that it costs $4,800. $4,800 per hour. Into estimate now the 11-hour flight distance from the US to Accra and the reposition fees from Belgium to the States, the one-way fees. The Honorable Adwoa Safo or disembark here, when they flew back to base, empty, the cost of that, the per diem fees, the landing fees, the wait time fees, when you put it together, very conservative estimates, $140,000. At today's exchange rate, that is staggering, a fantastic 948,500 Ghana cedis. And the year can say, when you add this 948,500 Ghana cedis to the 120,000 Ghana cedis, which was collected from the Chief of Staff's office and paid into an account, it comes to 1,068,500 Ghana cedis. And just for one e-levy vote, we were ready, willing, and able to blow 1,068,500 Ghana cedis. Now, it is also important to stress the claims that have been made by some persons stating they are speaking on behalf of the MP now. MP no Adam for friends of the Honorable Adwoa Safo, Omuna, Omochata, this aircraft. It's very interesting. It brings memories of their course in the 90s. Obekaya, when there was some claims, it was friends of President Rawlings who were responsible for paying the fees of his children. The opposition at the time, led by current President Nana Akufo-Addo and the Honorable Apreku and others who were in Parliament, insisted this is not tenable. They will not accept such a cock and bull story, as they called it at the time. Now, they demand to know who are those friends. They want to know their identities. They want the veil to be pierced. Mm-hmm. They want them to be unmasked. And I'm also making the same demands. Also, principles are one.
Yes. And
they are eternal and indefeasible. And this claim by some faceless elements, Omuna, Omo sponsor the flight arrangement, we must know them. Who are they?
But was that contained in an official communication?
Well, I was on news file on Saturday, and our colleague, the respected Samson Ladi Ayene,
yes,
and or they told you, some statements he has seen.
Okay,
they are claiming that is friends of the Honorable Adwoa Safo, Omona.
And a charter flight, the man.
A charter flight, no man. Yes. So the question is, who are these friends? What's their motivation? What are they expecting in return? E-levy, yes, so unpopular. More multimedia surveys, I haven't seen any survey below 80%, any survey result below 80%. I mean, why would they go this extent? $140,000 as friends of one MP for an e-levy vote. And we don't know them. We haven't seen their tax records. We don't know what kind of business they engage in this tough, business climate. Whatever it is, the Office of Special Prosecutor should expand the scope of investigations and not focus on only the 120,000 Ghana cedis from the Chief of Staff's office. We are talking about over 1 million Ghana cedis. That is what has been spent, the taxpayers' money. I am clear in my mind. I'm not falling for this cock and bull story of friends
of friends, okay.
Friends of the MP.
But my Musa asked a question. We now what was mame, and the question would be, sir, the special prosecutor, the mandate is specific to investigate corruption and corruption-related offences, specifically with this private jet hiring any adeno. Where would be the corruption? I don't know what or investigating.
Utie all the defenses that are coming up.
Mm-hmm.
You see a situation where, as it is now, this expenditure now is hanging. You name why important. There is a claim that it is some friends of the MP. We need to know who are those friends.
Okay.
If it is government, then government must own up. And then when government owns up, we'll ask the legitimate questions. What kind of procurement processes was deployed?
Mm-hmm.
How transparent is the transaction? And even more fundamentally, is it a prudent transaction? Is it something that is wise,
mm-hmm.
that makes common sense? And if it doesn't meet that test, and it's a clear case of just, profligacy and seeking to induce, seeking to bribe, to create, if you like, unfair and hazy conditions, sleazy conditions to secure a vote from a member of parliament. Clearly, these have corruption undertones,
mm-hmm.
And it is very clear to me, sir, this whole transaction, is very, very murky. It is opaque. It doesn't meet any test of transparency, decency, and good judgment. Intiana, demanded a full-scale probe into this. I mean, over 1 million Ghana cedis just for one e-levy vote. Can you imagine? Over 1 million at the time, I say Yenisika, Yabetia Napko, Yenisika, Yetia, this is Assembly Common Fund, which is in arrears. Yenisika, Yetia, university lectures to meet their demands. And so, as we speak, students don't even know their fate, whether this even strike action, which has been suspended, how long the suspension will be. As we speak, you have a situation where road contractors, for years. We have all these arrears. This economy is broke. We have been downgraded by all the international credit rating agencies, from Fitch to Moody's to Standard & Poor's, all because of mismanagement. Because of things like this, lack of priorities, just, naked profligacy. You cannot have a situation where priorities, say salaries are delayed, contrary to publications or earlier. Say by 25th they will have paid workers. Today is first March. You can see the signs of an economy which is at the ICU, and yet we are able to find money for all kinds of, reckless expenditure. I am clear in my mind, say, this is not a matter which should be swept under the carpet. Now, the focus on just 120,000 Ghana cedis, a wrong focus. It just scratches the surface. We must look at the entire gamut, which must include this chartered aircraft, the Gulfstream G550, registered as HB Joe.
Yeah, but my final question, not time into the final question, say you made the claim earlier, say, and I got the understanding, say, who send the email to the company now a dealing in the rental of this jet. Ama Omokache will say $4,500 per hour, and then okay no boom. And I feel with the repositioning one way, London and all of that, and also were they quotes they submitted to you in the email?
My corrective figure now would have to make us $4,800, not $500.
Sorry,
yeah, $4,800 an hour.
Sorry,
but the other one, repositioning the one way, the industry standards. I follow these matters keenly.
Yeah.
Matters to do with even the waiting time, the landing charges. It's even out of their control. You have to talk to the airport operators, those who are in charge, ABR, the JFK, New York, and Heathrow in London, Gatwick, the Gore Airport in France, almost different rates, depending on where the landing is occurring. That's where you go to for the rates. When you do these analysis, you put it together, you are getting the figure put out of $140,000. It doesn't go less than this. You can talk to aviation experts. Look, chartering a jet is not a joke. It's not like going to rent a car. A very expensive enterprise. Very, very expensive enterprise.
Very well. Final question, and we're a message from one PK Sapon or say Obi, let Honorable Ablakwa know that much as some of us cannot authenticate the veracity of whether Adwoa Safo was brought into the country through a chartered plane, it is also important to establish the fact that Adwoa Safo did not come back to assist in the passage of the e-levy. Adwoa was last at home to help in the passage of the 2022 budgetary statement. Precision is the watchword here. PK Sapon. Honorable.
I honestly don't get it. I don't get it.
Yeah, or no say
over to me explain.
Or no say the point you made, say the whole flight was chartered for her to come back to assist in the passage of the e-levy, that cannot be entirely accurate because the last time she came home, she was here to rather help in the passage of the budget, the Appropriations Act. And Unim said the e-levy, was subsequent to the passage of the Appropriations Act. That's his argument.
Oh, so is he saying that the e-levy was not part of the budget? Is he separating the two?
Yeah, I think his point is she actually came down for the passage of the budget, not necessarily the passage of the e-levy.
Okay, I get him. Yeah. Opesa separated the two.
Absolutely.
That's fine. It's well within his right.
Anyways, Same Mame Nase na yemfa ensi enti Bibiani amesi aba mi yedi nkomo bio. Why? Anyway, officially, what should they call special prosecutor ho?
I will be doing that. Me at least the government and then those shadowy persons, almost sponsor, if they would own up, identify themselves, and show us evidence of their sponsorship, then this matter may take a different course. But on one respondee within the next 3 days, then I would have to proceed to the office of the special prosecutor to expand the scope of investigations now of Kwakoye, because he doesn't serve this country well if he just focuses on the 120,000 Ghana cedi handout from the Chief of Staff's office.
Sorry, Adase.
Yo, Mr. Medasa.
Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa, MP, North Tong, ranking member, Finance.